Alright guys, man, welcome back. They came back with the Limit Breaker quest. The new season just started today. And yeah man, this was my team. I did stream it as well, so we tried a lot of units and a lot of teams as well, like which one is doing what, you know, how many stages you can do with this build, with that build, you know, a lot of replacements and stuff like that. But yeah man, this was my final team. I do not have Giselle, I do not have Esnot, right? I don't have Askin and nothing like that. So I was just using Ishtar with Grim and the new guy, right? And yeah man, that's mainly about it though. Did a couple of resets and this is what we are working with right now. I gotta say, ability placement matters a lot this time around because you don't really have a team recharger unless you're using Soifon, right? 1000-year Blood War Soifon is still pretty decent at slot 1 even though she's red. I did manage to do 24 with her. And that is perfectly fine, I would say. You know, having disadvantage and stuff like that is definitely hurting the unit. But yeah man, I mean, the best in slot is this scroll with Asnot and Giselle probably, or Grammy, because that way you can buff Asnot and Driscoll as well, right? And yeah man, but as you can see, it's definitely easy even if you're using Ishtar. I would say, bro, like these past like couple of 3-4 months I've been using Ishtar non-stop in these limit breakers, and he always feels amazing to play. I'm so glad that they made him like a long, you know, life unit. Like, bro, even though it's been a couple of years, even in guild quest he destroys it, right? Limit breaker, shit like that, right? No diffy for him, right? The new guy as well is very good. The new guy is very good. The charge attack hits like a truck on the bosses, and you can go in between, you know, the mobs as well and clear like 2 waves at the same time if you're using the charge correctly. Grammy though, I feel like right now with Grammy it's a little bit like trickier and stuff, especially stage 2. Stage 1 is easy. Stage 1 for Grammy is like 2 beams and, you know, you move forward. You just need to make sure that like you're not aggroing the enemies with Grammy or Ishtar, right? If you do aggro, you know, meaning that they see you, right? They're gonna start separating and, you know, they just move around, they just dash around, shit like that, and you might miss an attack. Not like the entire attack, but a part of an ability always does a diff. As you can see here, I missed the attack on the little guy, and like, bro, that does a little bit of a diffy, you get me? Like, it's a couple of seconds for sure. But yeah man, I mean, I tried Giselle as well. It was very good, especially on the bosses, because I mean, you know, domination hits like, it's crazy, right? It's crazy for sure. But yeah, other than that though, really nothing much to say. You just do the same thing over and over again because the maps are kind of like, you know, like they are placed that way, so you use the abilities the same way. And I did special with this scroll because his ultimate is very hard hitting, right? And you have 100-something% devastation just from the enemies defeated bonus. And he has weakened defense on the special as well. Laceration, right? So like the bleed effect is gonna do a lot, right? And we are going into stage 23 right now, and I do have the gauge active with Ishtar that is gonna help us a ton when you get to the next stage. You know, with the bosses and stuff. Since we are not specialing with him, we need to make sure that the gauge is gonna be up. Otherwise, we just do no damage. Clear wave 1 here and special into the middle with this scroll. And as you can see, like the bleed will just kill them even if we don't even touch it. But of course, we want to be a little bit faster, so we just go in there with a couple of abilities. Ishtar stage, beam. No, never mind. Never mind. I guess I was wrong. It was the second skill, the dash. This guy hit me here, but no diff though, because you have drain, right? So it's not really an issue. I guess the combo damage matters a little bit, but who cares? Like with like 2 skills, you go back to 10% combo, so that is more than fine. We are going into the Grammy stage with 40 seconds. This one is the hardest one I feel like to nail, because sometimes you arrive here, and if you had to use an extra ability before, then you're not gonna have enough for this stage, meaning that you lose like 10 seconds, and after then, like, you might not be able to do more. Maybe you just stuck on like 28, you know, or like 27, can be a thing. But as you can see, thankfully I didn't use my charge with this scroll before. We're gonna have 2 abilities with Ishtar as well. And yeah man, here again 2 skills again. So we did good ability management, I would say, with all of the units. Otherwise, you know, it's a little bit tricky. But that is the max that I did right now. But again, maybe I could do more. I'm not sure. Maybe 1 or 2 stages more. I feel like it was played kind of nicely though. If I guess I missed an attack, 2 attacks with Grammy throughout the whole entire run. So I could fix that and do like 1 more stage, but I mean, I don't really care, to be fair. These were the builds that we used. You know, this scroll level 11 Transcendence. We have no damage to the lacerated enemies and long stride. Ishtar level 11 Transcendence. And make sure to use a 14% recharge. It's very, very important. Very good to have on 2 of your units at least. I did 14 recharge on Grammy, did 14 recharge on Ishtar. Was playing around that, you know, with that 14 recharge a little bit to give it to this scroll, but it wasn't really a diff. On Grammy, I definitely felt like it was a diff. But yeah, man, thank you so much for watching, bro. That's kinda it though. Nothing really much to say. If you want to see more clears with like suboptimal units, with like Soifon, with like, you know, Uetsu, Kenpachi, stuff like that, right? Quincy, Ichigo, definitely let me know in the comments. I did try them already. They are pretty good, I feel like, as replacements. And yeah, man, we could just go in there and test them out one more time. Let me know how many stages we were able to do. Take care and bye-bye.